Hello.
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 What's up, everybody? Welcome to High Volume, Low Quality. What's the date today? Today is the 30th of January, and that's the episode that we're recording today. With me today is Alan, Trevor, and my co-host, as usual, Dakota. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hi.
We
I'm
just
Trevor.
did. Hi, I'm Alan, though.
Okay, good. Good start.
This is Alan. Introduce yourself. I'm not sure what else to say after that.
Well, they don't know. Well, I mean, a lot of people know who you are.
It's here. Oh my god. Okay. Anyway. Well, I think...
We should address why we haven't recorded in a very long time.
Oh, that. Because of the weather, you mean?
Because of snowpocalypse.
That's what they're calling it, right?
You know,
It was mini snowpocalypse. It was 2-day snowpocalypse.
Yeah.
Well, that's because it was just snow and not giant freezing rain.
Not like a few
last
years
year's
ago.
was worse, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's because I was stuck in my house for like 2 weeks straight. Mm-hmm. Do you know what it feels like to eat Doritos for 2 weeks straight? I ran out of Doritos after 3 days, so that's what it feels like.
No, I don't know what that feels like.
Not healthy is what it feels like.
So we wanted to record, but then the snow happened on what was it, like a Sunday and Monday? Were the days, or did it start Monday?
No, it started on Friday and then went through all of Saturday and then stopped.
True. Yeah.
Saturday night.
Oh, true that.
That was...
Yeah, because we missed class on Friday. You can't cancel.
Thankfully.
Yeah, thankfully. I don't have classes on Friday. Woo! Dodged a bullet.
See,
Just in case.
just in case. I was set.
I'm in one of those situations too where I don't have classes on Friday, so I'm just kind of like, well, I'm just gonna stay home anyway.
See, I wish I didn't have classes on Friday because it's misery. One class in the morning for 50 minutes, one class in the evening for 50 minutes. Nothing in between. Not like enough time to go home and do anything and come back. So I'm just stuck. So...
I don't know. I'm one of those people that would rather be doing something on a Friday instead of just sitting at home, bored,
No, what?
staring.
That's a hell of a Friday, though.
Man, that's all I do in my free time.
So is there anything you guys want to open up and talk about? Or you
I'm very curious about this Time Warner thing, though.
Okay, so before we start, I was telling them how Time Warner screwed me over today. And Trevor was with me on Skype following this whole dilemma. Him and I play a game called League of Legends. And that requires internet.
A good amount of internet.
A good amount of internet. So in the middle of the game, the internet stops working. And I throw a hissy fit. And I called Time Warner the first time, and I was mad because what's been happening is my internet would cut in and out, and I pay a good sum of money to have 15 megabytes per second, and a good amount of ping. So
Wait, you pay for pain? Is that what I heard?
Yes,
That's what I heard.
Pay to pain.
So
Anyway.
So I pay a good amount of money for this thing, and I expect some good quality. But for those who use Time Warner, all of us here, we know how amazing Time Warner can be. Do you not use Time Warner?
You probably do. Since
I mean-
Windstream is the only other option in Lexington at all.
I didn't know there was another option.
Yeah, that's it.
Is it any good?
No.
Good to know. So for like a month now, week in, week out, the internet would cut off, and just frustrating because I'm a person who's on the internet all the damn time. So I called Time Warner the first time, and I'm mad. So this lady answers the phone the first time. She's like, "Hi, how can I help you?" I'm like, "Your internet is shit." and then I go immediately explain myself. Keep in mind, I'm really, really pissed at this point. I'm like, for the past month, your internet has kept cutting in and out, and I pay $50 a month for the shit to be good. And she's like, I'm sorry you feel that way, sir. I'm like, don't patronize me, just fix it.
Press the fix button.
Press the fix button. Keep in mind, before I did make this phone call, there's the Time Warner app, and there's this technical issues, and you can reboot your system from the app itself. So I did that. Works for 2 seconds. Went back to shit. Okay then. So I made the phone call. And she's like, okay, I'll help you out. Blah 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 blah. She does it again, and then I get in the call with Trevor, and I'm like, okay, I yelled at him. Maybe that helped.
Lo and behold, it did not.
Yelling always helps.
So I call again, different lady. This time I tried the nice approach. She's like, hi, how's it going? I'm like, hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi. And I explained to her my situation, basically telling her the same thing without cussing the living daylights out of her. So it's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'll fix it. I'll restart your modem. Goes and restarts the modem. Goes and restarts the modem, and I try again. Still didn't work. So here
for those of you who can't see, Alan is
Drinking a
deep throating.
deep. He's
Is the word you were looking for.
deep throating a bottled water. So
So the internet didn't work a third time. So so for a second time, and then the third time I get on the phone again. This time with Trevor on Skype, and I hit the speaker button.
So speaker buttons.
Oh Lord
and I hit the speaker button, and I get this person, male individual. Can I have a starburst?
I don't exist.
You don't.
And so I'm talking to this person, and same conversation. He tells me to do some different things. I do those things, but here's what this person says to me. He's like, "Your modem is now on a watch list." I'll take the yellow one.
Oh my God, Jesus!
Out of curiosity, are you on the watch list?
I don't know if I'm
profiling.
See, that's what I'm wondering. Is it me on the watch list, or is it the modem that's on the watch list? He's like, we have a watch list for like faulty.
We've seen your porn. We're gonna watch this. We're watching you now.
Terrorism themed porn.
Deep fantasies of yours.
No, but how shitty do you have to be as a company to know that your products are crap to make a watch list for them? Also, the modem I'm using is a modem they rent out to me that I pay for. And get this, he tells me, if it stops working, just get another one. I'm like, I can't. I'm under contract to use this modem. So, I mean, we fixed the issue, I think.
Do you think?
We don't know. I'll get back to you on this next week.
If this just doesn't get uploaded for like weeks and weeks,
now you know why.
Something's wrong.
It's time on
I mean,
Dragon Ball Z.
We are already like 2 weeks late on uploading the show.
That's true. And on recording.
Oh, yeah?
Not just uploading. Trevor, I couldn't help but notice your lovely Pikachu shirt.
Well, yes, it was a gift from this fellow right over here named Alan.
You're welcome.
Fucking shut up, Alan. I'm trying to talk to Trevor. Trevor.
No, it's like the GOP debate.
Okay,
He mentioned me. I have 30 seconds.
Hey.
No, he's right. Go ahead.
Okay. Allow me to. Okay, just go.
Well, I got 30
There's
seconds.
There's your 30. Go.
You're welcome. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4. I'm not gonna wait 30 seconds. What?
So, Trevor, have you happened to see the Detective Pikachu?
Oh god. I've seen the petition, and I'll tell you who's not signing it, and who wants to start a petition to say, screw this petition, don't have Danny DeVito.
Why do you not want Danny
Pikachu.
DeVito?
I just saw a video recently on YouTube that someone put clips of Danny DeVito like doing
From
the voice
Always
for
Sunny?
Pikachu. Yeah, just gonna plug up the womb with garbage.
What's wrong with Danny DeVito
beautiful
playing
thing.
Pikachu?
Because
Yeah, I don't know
Pikachu
why he
is
said so.
high speech and innocent. Not Danny DeVito, short, chubby.
Wait, is that the guy that played
That
the
guy.
Penguin in like the 80s Batman
Yes.
movie?
Yep,
Yes.
that
I
is.
love that guy.
But he is not a Pikachu.
What dictates what a Pikachu is?
Yeah, he's more of a Piplup if we're gonna involve this one now.
Yes, maybe he can just be one of the like side characters.
Yeah,
He can-
I think that'd
or he
be
can
great.
voice every single side character.
I think he'd be a great Venusaur.
Ooh, okay. Venusaur,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I can get behind
I
that.
think he's the only Pokemon in the game that does
Probably.
actually talk.
Probably.
Talking, I watched that and I was just very disturbed through the whole thing. Like, why is Pikachu talking? Just like some just
Did
random
you not watch
Japanese
the cartoon
man.
back in the day? Meowth talked all the time.
Meowth talked, and that was like I don't know. That was like a special thing. He like learned to talk.
Yeah, because he was a cat. That's why.
How is it he learned to talk?
They're smart.
I think he was always able to
He was
talk.
a stray like cat on the street, so to survive he learned to talk, and
Yeah.
that was like the big stretch that the Pokemon company made to make it work.
So he just
He had street
evolved,
smarts is what he did.
evolved the vocal cords he needed to produce human speech.
Exactly.
So I can buy that, but
No.
like not just Pikachu, just randomly like, oh, omae wa mou shindeiru. Oh.
But like other characters that did talk on the show were like psychic Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Did they?
Yeah,
All
Mewtwo-
the legendaries talk.
All the
Oh,
legendaries.
Mewtwo.
talk.
Yeah, Mewtwo
spoke.
did talk.
Lucario is the only non-legendary that speaks in any movie, though. Fun fact.
Zoroark.
He didn't speak in that movie, did
Zoroark spoke.
he? Huh.
The last movie I watched was the first one, I think.
Which was literally called Pokemon the first movie.
And I don't remember anything about it, but
Um,
Oh,
I did
that
watch
was so
the show.
good.
Mewtwo breaks out of the lab. Mewtwo forms an island. Has Pokemon fight each other. The end.
I mean, it sounds like just.
The clones with the perfect IVs and effort values.
He was-
Stump all the regular
I do
Pokemon.
remember that now.
The thing
Oh
was-
yeah, they had that super emotional scene where everybody's
Spoilers!
crying.
Oh, if you have not seen this 20-year-old,
That's not a spoiler. I just said they're crying.
everybody cries.
Spoiler alert.
So
Because it works when you say it after you spoil it.
of course, now they can't be mad at us. It's like, oh, I wanted to watch that this week. Ugh, these guys are assholes.
It's not made in like 1999 though.
So you mentioned the GOP debate. You wanna rant about that a little bit?
Well, I have nothing to rant
You have
about. I
nothing
loved
to
it.
rant-
Yeah.
The last one.
It was thoroughly
It's like, I
entertaining.
mean, rant about it if you want to say I liked it. Yeah, it was nice. You actually got to hear what people thought, other than how much they hate Donald Trump. It's they even brought it up that it's like talking about Voldemort, he who must not be named. It was like taboo to say his name at the debate.
So like, if I can interject here, like, I've watched every GOP debate except for this one because I feel like the Republican debates have become a farce. And you could be correct in saying like the last one was pretty good, but I wouldn't know.
Well, yeah, I mean, you
'cause
got to hear what
I've
they
given-
actually think this time.
Yeah, I've given up on this point because like the whole presidential debate is just a bunch of characters. There is no candidates. I don't know like how they were in the last debate. You watched it.
I watched about the first half.
Was it tamer than usual because Trump wasn't there?
It was very tame. There was
was-
like one moment when Ted Cruz would not, like, he went hardcore with Megyn Kelly for a few seconds and all the other moderators because a couple of, like, 4 different of the other candidates kept kind of attacking him, as he said, and they weren't letting him have a chance
What's
to,
with these
fight back.
Republicans going like, oh no, stop, I can't take it.
I mean,
No, I think it's more I blame Megyn Kelly.
You blame Megyn Kelly?
well, I
Yeah.
mean, that's the whole reason Donald Trump didn't do it.
I mean, I'm not even talking bad about Megyn Kelly. She's my hero now. My God. She takes these grown men trying to be the ruler of a country and brings them to their knees.
Well, what about the last? Well, it wasn't really a debate. The last thing that the Democrats did, whatever that sit-down thing was. Did you watch that?
Ooh, yeah, that one was actually more fun than half the Republican ones I've watched because, I mean, Donald Trump's fun and all, but watching Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders just shit talk each other left and right, just shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. That was fun because, the Republicans are actually very tame when Trump's not around.
When Trump's not around, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like I said, like the last one I watched, Trump was in it, and it, like, when he gets attacked, he'll pull out 9/11, and I hate. He does that. He'll like.
I hate when you pull out 9/11.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like he uses it as a tactic to not get attacked. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
I'm from New York.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I saw 9/11 with my own eyes. You wanted to say something?
One would almost say it's his Trump card.
Oh, my brain. Oh, someone said that, like one of the analysts at the debate, they said something about, they said, okay, pardon this really, really bad pun, but it's his trump card. And he just sat there for like 12 seconds afterward, like waiting for, like the crowd to applause or something like that. Just waits.
Everyone's made that joke. Like, I don't know if I was talking to you about this, Trevor, but before...
Yeah, I've yet to make it. I refuse.
Refuse what?
To make that joke.
The trump card joke? Well, I was about to say there's more that he can like pull out. Like, what is his motto is make America great again? What's going on?
Something like that.
So,
Yeah.
I heard pull out and I get
Pull out.
I'm immature. Keep
Like,
going.
he could have had a slogan like Trump trumps all.
Trump's all. Donald, don't. Oh.
Just stop.
Yeah,
Never
good
mind.
joke.
Never mind.
Good joke.
I just want to see stuff from Trump's thing that he hosted at the exact same time as the debate.
The veteran thing.
Yeah, I want to hear like what he said.
I feel like that's a cop out because from what I've heard is that most of the money's going to him.
Okay.
I have not.
Surprise,
I haven't heard that from
surprise.
any true credible sources, so I don't really care one way or the other
like
yet.
CNN.
Well, I don't fully believe that all
They
of
did not
the,
say that 100%.
100.
Yeah, you gotta keep it 100.
100.
Not all of the campaign funding
Do you
goes
believe
to
CNN?
campaign funding, obviously.
Don't. I'm a journalist. Don't.
In training.
They tell you
I
what.
thought you were a history major.
No, that's my minor. One of them.
Oh.
I've been in school a
Wow.
while.
It all
They just
kinda-
start piling up.
Yeah, they really do.
It's like, oh, okay, so I'm up to this fighting now. Oh, may as well take one more class.
By the time I finish my major, I'll have 3 minors. So we just keep going.
Just do a few more majors on top of that. And
Yeah, you know what? I'll just never leave school.
just stay in school forever. Oh, you could be very happy about that.
Oh yeah.
Do you plan on taking your master's after you're done, or are you just done?
No, are you crazy?
Who takes masters now?
Everybody.
Unless you're an engineer, you don't take a master's.
Unless you just want to kill some more time. I'm not ready for real life yet.
Just gonna go back to school.
Just do math.
I'll just keep piling up loans.
Yeah, keep it coming, baby. I need some more.
So usually I have my notes in front of me. I don't have my notes, and I did want to rant about
Oh,
the.
true. We're going in completely.
We're going
naked
in dry
now.
right now.
Oh boy.
I don't know why. No. Every 3 seconds, all 3 of them decide to look at me for some odd reason, as if I'm doing something, and I'm just sitting here. Am I supposed to say something funny or I don't know what's going on?
You looked at me fun. No, you can't.
You're the one talking, so yeah, I'm looking at you.
I did want to rant about the GOP debate, like the one with Trump in, because they had a lot to say about like Islam and Muslims and Arabs and all that nonsense, and it's just 2 weeks old, and I'm just kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like all that's an ongoing controversy or anything.
Oh no.
Nah, so we can't talk about that. That's too outdated now.
People have already forgotten about that issue.
Nah.
Nobody cares. Well, what are your opinions on it?
I'm curious what your opinions on it.
Oh,
You
It's
Arab.
a bit more relevant.
You Arab.
I mean,
You don't know I'm the moderator now. Do you or do you not hate Arabs, sir? How many times a day do you praise Allah?
5.
All right then. So,
It seems to add up. All right.
hey, sorry, you asked me a question.
Did I?
No, he did not.
I asked
Shut
You
up.
asked me what my thoughts were on something or another.
Your thoughts on the whole, like the opinions of the Republicans on, like they mention it every time, and they're
On like ISIS specifically, or
it's not just ISIS, it's just Muslims in general. I feel like.
Well, this
Well,
time,
they don't really talk much about Muslims. The things they talk about are always geared towards the terrorist groups, just specifically terrorist groups. Really.
this time, this most recent GOP, they did not target
Bring it up.
Islam in itself as much. I think
Yeah, they really
a
didn't.
couple of them did every once in a while, but anytime someone brought it up, it was more like ISIS and radicalists.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because
Which
like,
is what it is, and that's what.
well, I'd rather they
it
talk
is.
about.
Yeah,
that
this
when
one
they
was a
bring it
lot
up.
more towards domestic policies instead of foreign stuff. But Jeb Bush made a really good point about instead of we want to increase our military because it's been drastically decreased. Okay, it's fine and dandy, but to help arm our allied countries like Jordan and other places like that, to help fight their own battles instead of us, because he said that we are not the world's police. And I seriously, it just felt like that scene where you see all the black people in a group just go, "Oh!" because he just made such a good point.
Look at that wall just that you just made.
I actually tried to keep that down.
But no, I remember making one note on the whole debate for the half that I watched. It was when Ted Cruz was making points towards rebuilding our military power. And the one thing that bothered me about it was that he referenced the Persian Gulf War. And I'm like, okay, so you're referencing a mostly, like, collectively decided bad idea of a war.
Was the
For the
Persian Gulf?
country?
Was the Persian Gulf considered the first one? Right.
The first one.
Was considered a bad idea.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
let's put it this way: every war is considered a bad idea. We might support a war
Ever since
for
we-
5 minutes, but that's about
After
it.
World War II, it's just been downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
pretty
we
much.
can't afford it. There's a reason.
I mean, every time we even go to war, it's just because we get called in by our own allies. So it's not really even our choice. Even with Iraq and Afghanistan, we were called in by other countries to help. It wasn't just our idea. It wasn't just George W. Bush's idea.
It wasn't?
No,
Old W?
no.
I miss W.
Old W. Good old W.
So continuing the politics train.
Politics.
The
train.
politics train. Continuing that, what do you guys think of the Matt Bevin policies? Or have you not
I have not paid attention whatsoever at all. Actually, I
haven't
don't know
seen
why.
the budget cuts?
No,
he's
I have no
planning?
idea. I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
Well, he's pretty much in the education, which is the only part I cared about.
I thought he was cutting education.
He's cutting certain portions of education. The main thing he's talked about is cutting, like, arts is like one of the big things that everyone was up in arms about, because Kentucky's very much so about arts and music,
Yeah.
because cultural reasons.
Because
but
culture.
Matt Bevin was like, we don't need it. What we need are more engineers. So he's putting more funding into engineering, but generally speaking, people that are going for engineering degrees already have really high grants, really high amounts of scholarships, or come from very wealthy families already. So it's really not doing any good. It's not going to increase the amount of people that go into engineering. It's not going to fix what he thinks it's going to fix.
Well, I don't know how UK is now, but when I was there, I felt like the engineering department was 50% Chinese, 30% Arabs, and a bunch of coal miners.
What? Okay.
Engineering is all white male and white female.
I'm saying like
All
a
of it.
little tiny bit.
little tiny bit. Like, what did you say?
30%.
What?
Tiny.
Well,
No, he said 50% Chinese or Asian. We'll go Asian.
Yeah, how do you know they were
30%
Chinese?
Arab
Are you
and
profiling?
I'm profiling.
Profiling.
I'm Arab. I can profile.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I don't think that's helping.
You're black. You can do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a good point.
Yeah, Alan.
I am 1% Mali.
No, please tell people about how you figured that out.
No, my mom did this like DNA test and tells you what percentage of everything you are. And it was a lot of Irish and Scandinavian, Scottish, English, German, everything super, super north and white in this world. And then there was 1% Mali out of nowhere.
Is it like the one guy or is it a bunch of people?
I just feel like somewhere down the line, someone hooked up with one guy from Mali, and then that was it.
Surprisingly, they went black and then went back.
Well, I have this new theory that they say, you don't go back. Well, we have a black president, so that automatically means Ben Carson wins.
Touche.
It's this whole debates, election, it's just a farce. He's won.
Speaking of Ben Carson.
Congratulations, Ben Carson.
Like, he not only does he put himself...
Can we go ahead and...
We've called
Yep.
it Ben Carson for president.
Oh, no.
I
think we should...
At least if he brings this world to destruction, we'll probably die laughing because he's hilarious.
No, he puts me to sleep the way he talks. Like, I just wanted to say that nobody...
Yeah, he's very relaxed when he
what
speaks.
we need is someone...
He's got a lot of access to drugs.
That's libelous. What we need is someone who just wakes everyone up, Danny DeVito!
As for president?
For president.
Well, I mean...
It's not more
I
ridiculous
mean,
than Trump,
I'm pretty
right?
sure that's what Trump is.
Or Sanders. Sanders is very loud. We want
Yeah,
we want
he
to
gets
get
pretty
we
loud.
want 1% of the 5%
Is
of
it
the
just me,
3%.
or does it look like he never combs his hair ever? Like he looks
He
like
doesn't have
Einstein. No, it's like the little sprigs he has. It's
Do you
just
want him-
everywhere.
Do you want him to have Trump's hair?
I would take it. I just want to take my hand and walk up to him and just pet his hair down or something. Just there you go.
Do one of those-
You keep talking.
Do one of those mom things where you just lick it and just go.
Oh, that always kind of grossed me out.
Yeah.
Actually,
You don't want
It's
to
I
lick
don't want
Bernie Sanders?
Don't want saliva. I do not want to lick Bernie Sanders. No,
Crazy.
can't say that's on the top of my list.
He wants to lick Hillary Clinton.
Yes, much rather Hillary Clinton.
Hey, she was gorgeous in her heyday 50 years ago.
Back when she was 30.
I'm sure somebody finds her. I mean, no.
Hopefully.
Not
Maybe
Bill.
Bill.
Not
Oh.
too soon. What happened to Monica Lewinsky?
Absolutely nothing. Literally, I don't think she ever really got a serious job again. Pretty sure.
Shocker.
Like, ever.
That's disgusting.
I don't...
Is it because she's a woman?
Hillary Clinton would say it's because she's a woman.
I think Hillary Clinton would say it's because she slept with her husband, but yeah, that too.
But he
No,
never.
go with the woman.
Okay,
train.
all
But
right.
according to Bill, I never had sexual relations with that woman. But there was some Ben Carson in that one. What if Ben Carson has a sex scandal? I just wanted to let
Michelle Obama.
Is it because she's black?
I've had this conversation.
That's racist.
I've had this conversation with Gary.
I've said worse.
Barack Obama is probably the only president that hasn't had an affair ever because black women keep it on a leash.
Michelle Obama seems like the one that would kick his ass.
Exactly.
I fear her.
With her strong man arms.
Yeah, haven't you seen that Cards Against Humanity card? Michelle Obama
I've
arms.
seen that Cards Against Humanity card.
There's a reason for it.
What were we talking about? My brain just turned.
Michelle Obama.
Michelle
Nothing
Obama.
Michelle. So, about that Michelle Obama.
Well, okay, speaking of the Obamas, what do you think of his presidency so far? This has all just been politics.
So far, you mean with the end?
Well, I mean, he's still got a year. He can fuck it up. Or make it better, depending on what you think.
I don't know.
I'm afraid to speak.
Why?
I
Why are you
I voted for
Or do you think the
Obama.
FBI is just going to go crash in?
I'm afraid of these two.
Go ahead.
But I have no.
This is a no
interesting
judge
opinions.
zone, and by no judge zone, we're all going to be judging you while you talk.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Well, I voted for Obama, so...
Oh,
See, I can't do it. I can't do it now.
because I made some noise.
Yep. I get flustered. I liked Obama. People like to give him crap, but really, what's he done bad? Everyone's biggest complaint is either Obamacare or that he didn't do enough. If you're more Republican-sided, that
Heaven
with-
forbid everybody get health care.
I mean, I personally knew people who had never had healthcare a day in their life and now can actually have it.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks of the healthcare issue from their point of view for people who already have it,
Yeah.
compared to the people that never did, and you're just kind of being selfish in that standpoint instead of thinking about the people that it really does help, which it may only help a small percentage of people in reality, but at least it helps them.
Unemployment is at an all-time low. Gas prices are low right now.
Oh, it's wonderful.
The economy is stable, I guess. Stable-ish. I think he did well. What do you guys? You two, you haven't spoken.
Hey, Jimmy Carter did worse, so we need to stop complaining.
Okay.
I can name 20 worst presidents off the top of my head.
I would hope so. You're a
Taft.
history major.
But
Hey, no,
I always like to bring Taft into there. So
Taft wasn't horrible.
all I remember is he supposedly got stuck in a bathtub. And
That was just a rumor.
I know. I've heard that too.
How dare you,
But-
sir?
But have you not heard that?
No, I haven't.
Well, okay.
I haven't kept up with my
this was
American
a-
history.
You're the most American of us all.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Abu Taha, you're the most American of us all.
I am the whitest right now.
Speaking of the most American, though, I think Taft sort of encapsulates the modern American, at least from
The modern American.
the modern American.
He just
was
called us all
He's
fat.
a big guy. He's a big guy.
He was a big
He got stuck in a bathtub.
Because
So
he was
the rumor
supposedly.
goes. So the rumor goes.
I mean, what do you just put lard on the sides and pop him up?
Maybe maybe he died there. I don't know. I don't know enough about it. Honestly.
Maybe he died there.
So throughout the rest of his Throughout the rest of his presidency, it was a body double.
They just stuck some wheels onto the bathtub and just rolled him around.
Yeah, it's an FDR scenario there where they just don't talk about it.
They just kind of push
them behind the podium.
Behind the bathtub.
They pushed it up so it looks like he's standing.
He just got one arm free. So he's just sort of scrubbing himself down as he's.
He must have been the cleanest president.
And also the most disgusting, because he just got like the bottom half just stuck underneath, you know.
And the top half just
top half's really clean.
No, but he's like perpetually cleaning himself all the time.
Just covered in suds.
Back to
my mind is hurting because with images
of Howard Taft in a bathtub.
Yep.
Back to Obama.
Go ahead.
Okay.
So the healthcare reform, I can see there are two sides to it. So it helps out a lot of families that are lower middle class that just couldn't quite afford it. But if you're in the low class, it actually made it very much harder because now they're forced into getting health insurance as opposed to not having to have it. So if they're like healthy people genetically, you know, you go to the doctor's office once a year, no medical emergencies, you're actually saving money. But now they're forced to get health care because you have to.
Yeah.
And unless you're on government assistance because you're a baby mama, and there's a whole other story. But generally speaking, I am glad Obama did it. I think it can still be improved on. And
I mean, let's level. At this point, no one has better ideas. All these candidates, especially the Republican side, they have all these grand theories. I guarantee if they attempt to implement it, either it will not get passed in Congress, or when it does, we're going to then complain about it like we complained about Obamacare. Because that's what Americans do. We're never satisfied.
Last question about politics, and then we'll go into our mid-episode segment. Would you pay extra taxes for healthcare?
100%.
100%.
Well, not 100% of my income. But in my tax bracket presented by
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernie Sanders is going to hear this, like, switches off right after. It's like, yep, there we go.
But yes, I would be okay with paying taxes, and I have a full-time job, so.
You're the only one here who does.
One day when I'm a real boy, yes, I will be okay with it.
Which we've already established you will never be because you're just going to perpetually...
One day when I'm a real woman, yes, I will be.
Or we could go that route. That was not where I was steering us, but is there something you'd like to tell me, Alan?
Are you judging me based on my gender?
What is your gender, Alan?
LGBT.
Allegedly.
Please confirm.
Keep your head out of the gutter, Dakota.
Please confirm.
What do you think about his?
And take your pants off.
This is the second time we've had somebody take their pants off on the show. We have a problem.
Who was the first person?
Darian was the first person.
Why?
I can't remember.
Now me, I understand.
Oh no, it was Evan, and because of Pimple Butt. See, Trevor watched the show. Anyways.
I saw the title.
Hey, you know what?
Well, you haven't answered the question about the...
He's a
Would you pay
He's
taxes?
trumping this one. How dare you, Donald Trump, this question.
9/11.
Okay. So yes, I agree with Trevor. On both 9/11 and previous.
I agree with 9/11.
I agree with 9/11.
Well, here's my take on it. As somebody who has asthma, I have to buy inhalers regularly. And inhalers in this country cost a fortune. When I can go back home, buy them in bulk, and come here and be like, oh well. You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, we're about that halfway point. You want to bring up the phone so we can do the segment.
True. I happened to find this lovely song.
So very much like last time, we're going to pull some, as Garion called it, putrid poetry.
Putrid poetry.
Oh god.
Oh yes.
So if
That'll
you haven't
never
watched the show before, what we're going to do now is hand the phone off to both of our guests. We're going to have them read the lyrics.
Oh,
read,
no, please.
not say.
Please, Allah, no.
You know, and
My brain already hurts and it's not even happening yet.
Well, then you're going first. Well, you guys.
This is really bad.
Good
So,
thing Alan's going
this is gonna
first.
be awesome. Okay. You know.
Explain the title. Explain everything. I'm gonna go get my notes.
Okay.
Back.
Okay. Well, oh god, I'm in charge. I'm steering the ship now that Isam's gone. Well, this song is called "Yankin" by Lady. It is.
What is being yanked?
I believe
That's
we'll
what you're
find
gonna
out.
tell us.
Okay, so what we did last time is just read the lyrics
Just read
as
the
you
lyrics.
would a piece. Like imagine you're reading Shakespeare. Right?
I don't read Shakespeare.
Imagine
You're reading Shakespeare.
I don't want to imagine I'm reading Shakespeare.
Imagine like you're reading Game of Thrones.
Yes, imagine you're doing voices to Game of
I
Thrones.
don't want to imagine that because I've read Game of Thrones. There's a lot of weird, kinky things in Game of Thrones.
That's
It's
why you
about to
enjoy
get
it so
weirder and
much.
kinkier. Because here you go.
can read it however you
Thanks,
want.
buddy.
You can read it however you want.
Just go as
You
long
do
as you
you.
can, friend.
You do you.
Go as long as you can.
Okay, well, spoiler alert, there are a lot of obscenities in this. I apologize to anybody with weak ears right now.
Oh, it's about to get very weak.
I can't even lie. I fuck better when I'm drinking. Ride dick like a pro. Throw the... I literally cannot say this word. So, Trevor, your turn.
Hey, come on.
I do not say that word.
All right, don't
Skip
say
the
the
word.
word. Skip the word.
Pussy?
I just don't say... It's just... It's like the word crusty. I just don't want to say it. Ugh.
Well, just
Replace it with vagina.
point to me. I'll say it.
Okay.
Okay.
Throw the... Pussy. Like I'm famous. Pussy. Feels so good. Feels like the rubber off, ain't it? You ain't gotta tell me. I know this. Pussy. Be yankin'. This. Pussy. Be yankin'. I know this. Pussy. Be yankin'. This.
It keeps going, friend.
Pussy.
Be yankin'. I know this. There's a lot of this movie.
Pussy.
Be yankin'. This. Pussy. Be yankin'. I see a trend here. I know this.
Oh God. Pussy.
Be yankin'. You gotta tell me. I know this.
Pussy.
Be yankin'. I give up.
Beautiful.
Where the fuck did you find this?
I don't want to read anymore. Make him read it.
It's next song, right?
No,
No, there's
that
another
was
verse.
that was just the hook. No, that's
This
just
verse
the
gets
chorus
worse.
right there.
I thought we were doing it like different
did-
songs.
God.
My
we can
heart
do a
hurts.
different
I think
song.
I'm gonna have a
We can
heart
do a
attack.
different song if
I'm
you want.
sorry. Do you want us to take you to the hospital?
I might need that inhaler.
Oh wait. There it is.
I think that song gave me asthma.
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 Yeah, we'll go with different songs.
I thought
Because
so.
that line has a word in it that I definitely cannot say.
Which one? Where'd you
Not
find
just
that?
me.
Where'd you find that?
Well, you know.
He probably looked up inappropriate songs for my child on Google and his first result.
Oh gosh. He's some juggle something. I don't know.
Okay,
More
so
friends.
while we're here, the three of us have known each other for so long, and we've had our little side projects and our little quirks and stuff. Do you want to talk about gaming with dummies?
Well, Gaming with Dummies was an idea that Isam came up with on his own, and then I said I'd gladly be a part of it, and then a couple of our other friends also were going to be parts of it. We came
Including
up-
Alan.
Including Alan, and then one other friend, Garion, who was on last show. But that kind of fell through for a couple reasons. Part of it was hardware, part of it was because Isam had to disappear for a while. And
That was fun.
and then when it came back, we just didn't really have the time. We're thinking about trying to reboot it soon.
But with a different twist. Well, the original idea was to have Alan play shitty video games and piss him off.
Oh.
You want to tell him about Bloodborne?
Various stuff.
Oh, nah, Bloodborne. So, here's the gist. I hate video games. That's pretty much it right there. I just despise video games so much that when I have to play them, it gives me brain aneurysms. They made me play Bloodborne. Now, like I said, I don't play video games, so naturally I don't really understand what these video games are, other than something like Call of Duty or Spyro. That is the extent of my video game knowledge. So, like, here, play Bloodborne. Sure, why not?
I know you've been playing Battlefront lately.
Yeah, Battlefront's fun, but I'm a Star Wars fan, so it makes sense.
Do you enjoy it, or do you have like any criticisms for it?
With Battlefront?
Yeah.
I mean, I like it. It's just...
Which Battlefront are we talking about?
it's the new one, the
New one,
PS4 thing. It's fun, but the whole basis of it is that it's a online game, so you play with other people online. There is no story mode or anything of that nature, and you can't even communicate with your friends through the game itself.
Really?
Yeah, you'd have to, go through like a little party system via the PS4, so you can't actually communicate through the game like you could in Call of Duty. So it's just not all that fun unless you're just playing by yourself, pretty much online, and it's just not fun to play by yourself.
Other than
if
that,
you know what I mean.
Other than that.
So anyway, original question is Bloodborne. Well, I never know what that is, and evidently, like, you have to make it all the way through this crap in one life. Is the pretty much gist of it, as you get to like save point to save point. And that is just ridiculous, because I couldn't even make it 5 steps without dying, pretty much.
I remember when you were playing, and sadly the recording corrupted, so we never could capture this, but there was a point where Alan is getting attacked by the lichens. He gets attacked by the first lichen, and I think you managed to kill the first one?
No, what I did, there's 2 of these giant creature thingies, and I separated them. So I'm just fighting one. And I have, walked really, really far away from the, point of origin. And it was just the one. And then out of nowhere, as I've almost killed the one, the second pops out. Out of just absolutely nowhere, and then kills me. Of which I then threw the game controller, which was not mine, across the room. My bad. I can't remember if that was yours. My bad.
I think it was. It's now your controller, though.
But yeah, and then Gary and I had an idea for a segment where we played Bloodborne or Dark Souls, and every time one of us died, we'd have to take a shot.
Oh my god, I'd be dead within an hour.
Yeah, so depending on how many times we died would determine the episode length. But generally speaking, it was an idea that we had, and which we could have come to fruition, but like we said, kind of fell off. But trying to revive it. Probably won't do that segment though. But various games. Ideas right now are Pokemon, League.
That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I still have the recording device for the PlayStation, so we can record on that. So
yeah.
Well, look out for that one day, maybe.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll advertise it a ton if it ever.
I'll be
happens,
Tangy Tea.
Tangy tea, toasted wacko. So back to Putrid Poetry. We found.
Yes.
We think we found a song that's suitable for all ages.
Oh boy.
It's good. It's good.
It's good.
It's good. All right.
Jason Derulo's "Wiggle Wiggle Wiggle" by Trevor Kennedy.
I love that song.
Hey yo, Jason, say something to her. Holla at her. Ha ha ha. I got one question. How do you fit all of that ... in them jeans? Ha 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 ha. You know what you're gonna do with that big fat butt? Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of swang.
Wait, what?
Swing. It's the word. It's right there.
Swang.
I put my country accent on it.
Swang.
Keep going.
Patty cake with no hands. Got me in this club making wedding plans. If I take pictures while you do your dance, I can make you famous on Instagram. Hot damn it, your booty like 2 planets. Go ahead and go ham sandwich. Whoa, I can't say anything. Because you know what to do with that big fat butt. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Just a little bit of swang. Cadillac, Cadillac, pop that trunk. Let's take a shot, alley-oop that dunk.
It's my favorite part of the song.
Tired of working that 9 to 5? Oh, baby. And full lyrics on Google Play.
It's my favorite lyric. I like the ending.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
You talk about like your southern drawl. I don't know who I texted. I think it was you, and I was like, I don't think southern drawls are attractive.
You did.
And you mentioned it was because it was like more.
It depends on what country. I think you're used to the mountain people that we are.
Ding, 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 ding.
There's different types of southerns.
There is.
Well, okay. Speaking of which, what is like your least attractive accent? What do you think is
Least
the
attractive. Oh, that's a good
Least attractive kind of accent.
Yeah.
Mountain people. Sorry, everybody
about-
from Kentucky.
How about non?
The Appalachian
All
bastards.
dies.
How about non-American? That way we
Non-
can just
okay.
piss off certain
Non-American.
countries. Oh gosh.
French.
Oh, are you?
I hate the
serious?
French accent.
Russian.
I hate the French.
Really?
Yep.
That's surprising.
That's
Mine's
very
Swedish.
surprising.
I don't
Really?
like Swedish
I
accents.
can't really.
What's the difference between a Swede? I think it's like more northern Europe.
Northern Europe. Hmm.
Wait,
Oh, are we doing
No comment. Okay.
Yes, yes, it's your turn.
I don't know. Spanish, maybe.
Really
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Wait, Spanish from
Makes sense.
Spain?
As it
Spanish,
is.
Spanish from Spain.
Espanol.
Probably.
You don't like Barcelona?
Barcelona. Alan?
Already
Say
You
it.
already said
Say it. Say it. Say
Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Bartholomew.
Say Bartholomew.
I do not conform, good sir.
Well, okay. Off topic. So this happened, I think that a week after we did our episode, but like this year started, and Lemmy from Motorhead passed away. David Bowie passed away. We never got a chance to talk about it. Alan Rickman
boy.
passed away, and the
Oh, I heard my name for a second. I got scared.
Alan just flops it.
What do you mean I died?
And the guitarist from Eagle, who I cannot remember his name.
Oh, yeah. Him.
Him.
Yeah.
Do you know?
No, I forgot. I didn't even know he died until you told me like a week ago.
But it's crazy, like all these
Yeah.
people just kicking the bucket.
Well, it happens when you're old and you have cancer.
Yep.
At the age
Weird, right?
All at the age of 69.
That's the best
Well,
age
at
to
least
die
two
at.
of them.
Giggity.
So are you saying conspiracy?
Maybe. Illuminati. Confirmed.
Confirmed.
Oh god.
Thanks, Obama.
Thanks, Obama.
Oh, God. Let's just.
This is
stop
why I
memes
voted
the
for
rest.
him.
Because you didn't like all these people?
Yep.
What do
didn't
you have
like
against
anyone-
David Bowie?
Not a fan.
Not a
Really? Yep. Gonna be honest. Not a fan. I heard someone
Well,
scoff
you
on
can go
Peanut
ahead-
Gallery.
You can
and
go
not a
ahead and
fan.
leave. Goodbye.
You know, I don't really. His music's not anything
I-
special to me.
Okay,
like
here's the
Space
thing.
Oddity?
He is ridiculously talented. I grant him talent, but just because you're talented doesn't mean you're my cup of tea. I mean, that's all I'm saying.
Well, out of all the people that did pass away, which hit you the most?
Alan Rickman.
Alan Rickman.
Because Professor Snape.
Space Galaxy, man. Or Galaxy Quest, my bad.
Well,
Professor Snape. Or Hans Gruber. I accept Hans
My
Gruber.
man, Hans Gruber.
An equally touching.
Okay, here's how I'm gonna make everybody hate me. I was never a fan of the Harry Potter movies, but
You're not a fan of a lot of things.
my
Certain
favorite character
ones.
in the series was Alan Rickman's.
I will
Snape.
explain why he doesn't like Harry Potter, because he doesn't like anything fantasy related. He's more of a sci-fi kind of guy.
Thank you. But here's the thing: I'm very excited for Doctor Strange.
Is that fantasy or
That's
it
magic.
sounds sci-fi?
No, Doctor Strange.
What is that?
He's
Is that a Marvel thing?
It's
again?
Marvel.
He's a Marvel hero.
He's relating because, magic.
Magic.
but it's
But it's
Not-
a superhero. So.
Not fantasy. No,
it's
yeah.
superhero
But it's not sci-fi.
genre.
But I will also say something that I love the first 3 Harry Potter movies. 3 is so good. It is.
3 is my second favorite. Sirius Black for life.
I just
after
You know, well, his life. he
Prisoner of
kinda-
just love
Azkaban.
the
Was that
directing.
Prisoner of Azkaban? Azkaban was a
Completely.
good movie. I agree.
After that, though, it just sort of. bottomed
Order of
out
the
for me.
Phoenix for life.
Nah.
It's my
See,
favorite.
I
know-
enjoyed the first movie. I tried to read the first. Here's what happened. I was a kid. I read the first book. Couldn't get. I finished it. Didn't like it too much. Didn't read the other books. So I never grew up with Harry Potter like everyone else did.
Well, I don't know if I told you about this before, Isam, but I went back through all the Harry Potters recently, and Order of the Phoenix. That was my favorite one. I was like, oh, I can't wait to reread this. And I get back to it, and Harry's just he's just. I found him really irritating through the whole thing. Yeah. I can see.
With water in face, slaps with white
He's
glove.
just
How dare you?
He's just whining the whole time.
You mean like
When
Bella?
isn't he whining?
Who, Harry?
He's always whining. Every main character ever is whining.
That's not
Luke
true.
I was
Skywalker is
going
whining. Frodo
to
Baggins
Tashi
is
Station.
whining. That's
I
what
was
they
going
do.
to Tashi Station to pick up some power converters.
But anyway,
You want to?
Okay.
What, Trevor?
back to Alan Rickman.
Oh, okay.
Alan
Just glossing over
Rickman
that.
was probably the one that passed away recently that I've
didn't want to pass away,
There you go.
selfishly. But not just because of the Harry Potter movies. Die Hard and
He's just a great actor.
Dogma were both two very big movies for me
Galaxy
growing up.
Quest.
And I'm just saying,
Galaxy
like,
Quest,
if you're
You didn't see
comparing,
Galaxy Quest? We need to watch
if you're comparing Alan Rickman to the rest of all those people, they, David Bowie,
I think David
and
Bowie.
Motorhead, they weren't one kind of before our generation.
Yeah.
This is
anyway.
true. Yeah. I mean, I agree.
And
with you guys
it's
on that.
I mean-
and you have to be kind of into harder kinds of music to like Motorhead. David Bowie is just a little out there, so he's a bit of an acquired taste. So it's understandable that those might not be our picks in the first place.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Except for you, because you're weird.
I didn't pick one. What you can say?
I know you.
Who am I gonna pick?
Jesus.
But
He's been dead a long time, bro.
But he coming back. He making his comeback tour soon.
I think you just betrayed your entire religion. Sir.
No, no. Don't get Islam.
You don't believe he's the chosen one.
No, we believe he's gonna.
You don't believe he's
He was
Harry
meant to
Potter.
destroy
Let
Satan.
me explain. Let me explain.
Why is there always a chosen one?
Because
Star
of the Bible.
Wars, Harry Potter. There's always a chosen one.
Yeah. There was just like this
Lord of
kind
the
of popular
Rings?
thing.
Question mark.
If you want, in a certain point of view,
If you like
I'm
that
sure we
sort
can
of
stretch
thing,
that.
I
Well, but
Yes.
like to go back to what you were talking about, like Islam believes that Jesus is gonna resurrect.
Ooh,
So
conversation about to get serious.
no, that's all I'm talking about. Religion.
I'm
We're not
ready.
bringing it up. We've already talked about politics. I do not. Don't need to start a war. This podcast will be the reason.
It's funny because you're Arab and I'm white, so let's start a war.
I thought I was white. According to evidence,
I thought you
black.
were black.
Yeah.
I thought I was black. That's not 1% Molly. It just kind of went away
You're
somewhere.
black too.
You want to tell people about speaking
We're
of
really
black? You want to tell the
diverse
people about Shaquiqui?
Shaquiqui.
Huh?
I'm scared. You might not want to bring out. She might come out.
Bring out Shaquiqui.
I just
I don't
told
want
out
to bring
black
out
people.
Shaquiqui.
What? Damn, Trevor, man. What are you-
I might have to edit that in post.
Yeah, I was just like, whoa. Shaquiqui's my alter ego.
IJK. Of course.
I don't trust you.
just
I'm scooting towards the code.
Wow, that's how you know he's getting desperate.
I'm scooting towards Esau.
Come here, buddy. Come here.
Talk about your
Shaquiqui.
thing.
My
Talk about your
thing.
thing. Helen, go
Which
on.
thing?
The one in
So
You know that
Shaquiqui
big
is my
embarrassing
alter
thing.
ego. She is a small black lady. She's exactly 5'3". She has long green dreads and as black as the night.
Why green?
Why green?
Why green?
Because she looks good with steam foam green. I mean,
Touche.
Because her blue faded.
the racism hurts tonight.
Okay.
You know what? You go
So
ahead.
do we want to talk about Jesus now?
Let's go ahead and talk about religion since we're already here.
Why are all my notes about the damn GOP debate that was like 2 weeks ago? Son of a bitch.
I mean, are they good notes about the Jesus?
They're very good notes, actually.
Well,
but
let me hear
Through your
one.
notes.
These Republicans forget about the highly advanced air drones. Was one of them.
Okay, what about that?
I can't remember.
What's the point?
Well, what about air
No. Okay, I know what it was. I remember they were talking about like.
I promise you, the generals have not forgotten about them. They
I think they were talking about like airstrikes and stuff, and that carpet bombing, and that Obama like the technology hasn't advanced. And I was like, well, what about air drones?
I think they're comparing that to from what it's been. It's not advancing more. I think that's
the air drones are highly.
I'm saying, well, yeah, but we've had that. I'm saying it's not more advanced. I think that's what they're comparing to.
Let's see. What
I don't know. I'm not them though.
I have something about Ben Carson putting me to sleep. You want me to read it out?
You might put us to sleep.
Ben Carson puts me to sleep, man. If for some, I wrote "man" in my notes. If for some reason he is elected, I'm going to be put to sleep for 4 years.
Why 4 years?
Because that's
That's
how
so
long.
Sleeping Beauty.
That's because that's how long.
That's so Fiona from Shrek.
Well, I mean, assuming he does have a 4-year term.
Good point. Okay.
You know,
Let's proceed.
the highway debate that we watched, me and Alan, Ron Paul got more applause.
Oh, he was actually
Paul.
there this time.
Yeah.
He actually, I
He
don't.
got so much applause.
Now I
And
apologize if
somebody-
anybody supports Rand Paul, but I do not. And he
How
was actually
dare you.
amazing in that debate.
Yeah, he was
He
very
was
good.
really good. Because when you have steak in a fight, then all you have to do is just bring up good points that people need to hear about, and that's all he did, was bring up things that just needed to be addressed and that the public needed to hear.
Is there anything you guys else want to mention?
Good transition.
I wanted to be a part of it.
Okay.
So what about Rand Paul, Trevor?
Trevor's got nothing to say.
See, it's funny because all the people listening can see it.
Yeah, of course.
That's the funny part.
Yeah, okay, but for reals. Also in my notes, I have drivers suck dick for different reasons.
What?
Awkward
Drivers?
pause. Dick.
Drivers in Lexington.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk about Lexington drivers?
I think it's not just even Lexington. People just.
No,
suck
I
at driving.
was about to talk about this.
No, I've recently gotten car insurance in my own name, and because I live in Lexington, it is $80 more a month because of the high accident rating in Lexington compared
Here's
to
how I-
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Really? Wow. Here's the thing. I believe Lexington drivers are bad, but they follow the rules, while Arab drivers, who are equally shit, are really good drivers, but have no regard for the law.
Well, maybe that's the thing.
Well,
So you're saying
thus
that they're just-
ISIS.
That's ISIS.
Yeah, I was just like imagining everyone driving around like shooting out machine guns from the car window.
Allahu Akbar!
What laws do you mean? The driving laws?
As
They're just speeding?
as in you're in a stoplight, not a stoplight, as in a red light, and the guy who's at the outmost left wants to turn right, cutting each
So
other.
you're saying they don't know directions?
No, we know directions. We just
Are they blind?
Maybe.
I can't see.
He's just been putting it on this whole time. He's actually blind.
I'm the daredevil.
This explains why we're bronze.
What else do I have here? I talked about winter. We already talked about. I mean, if you guys want to make conversation while I look at my notes right now.
Okay, well, there's one thing I wanted to bring back up from last podcast. Just this fun little segment that I like to hear what other people have to say.
I'm frightened.
You shouldn't be
Yeah.
frightened. No, okay. So, sounds that irritate you.
Oh yeah, we keep
Yeah.
bringing this up every.
I want to
podcast.
hear,
Well, he talked about a word he didn't like. What was it? Crusty.
crusty
Amongst the other one that you had to say, yes.
pussy.
Oh,
Yes.
pussy.
That one.
That one. What about?
I just can't say it.
What about moist?
Nah, it doesn't bother me.
What about pus?
Nope.
What about crusty? What about pussy? What about crusty?
How did he know?
Well, what was?
Just guessing here.
What
Just
words
spitballing
bother you?
ideas.
I mean,
Other than like what sounds bother you? Sorry. let me-
Sounds.
Yes. So like mine, I'll just say again, is like cardboard scraping against cardboard. That sets my teeth on edge.
I don't think I've ever had an instance where something bothered me like that, to be honest.
That's a lie.
Like, some
I
people...
think it's always been chalk on chalkboard, like
Yeah, like
writing
nails on a
No,
chalkboard.
yeah, that never bothered me
Like
either.
What about you?
The only sounds that I can think of at the moment that bother me are when
Alan's
my cat
voice.
decides to run its claws down the
Oh.
fucking walls.
Oh, that would be. Yeah, like when they're in the litter box and they're like, oh, I gotta scrape all the. Like they do the little dig
No.
thing and then they go. against
There's
the
a cat in my house named Haynes that literally just scratches the walls for no apparent reason.
Oh,
He's literally just like, no, oh, wall, crack, scratch.
How many cats are at your house now?
5.
5. You have 2. How many?
3.
3.
I got one.
It's a kitten.
None.
Wow, we're such cat women here.
What?
Yeah, we're like the crazy cat ladies. But
Dakota
a lot
has a
of men.
dog too.
Hey, I got a dog.
Well, I have a guinea pig, so there's that.
No,
And fish.
And a bunch of fish. And by a bunch, I mean 4. And by 4, I mean only 2 that you can actually see.
Man, you should get an eel. That would be badass.
I actually tried to, because they have eels. I mean, they can be like, I don't know.
Yeah, they're tiny little ones.
6 inches long.
Don't they eat fish?
No.
Uh,
I've seen them in like the same aquariums.
Yeah, the only issue is that I have a passive tank. There's 2 types of passive and aggressive. Where example of aggressive fish would be a beta fish.
Yeah.
So obviously they,
Oh, yeah.
they can attack
Those
other fish. So
assholes.
unless you have fish that will attack back. So if I attacked you and then you attack me back, I might be like, okay, he's gonna fight back. I'm gonna stop now.
Yeah.
That's the way fish kind of are. So I can't mix a passive fish with the aggressive, because when they just let the
Well.
bully pick on them, they just
Die.
they pick on them till they die, basically.
You could. And that
I
would
could, and
be-
I could make it
You
fun,
could call
but
people over and be like, hey. Guess
like
what?
place
Take your
bets
bets.
on it. Well, there's the 2 fish I have in there. One is maybe maybe half an inch.
Okay.
Big. The other one is a solid like 3 inches long. So I think that's
3 inches long, and he holds his hands apart like 2 feet. It's like 3 inches long at least.
Well,
sorry to break your.
I went like this. So my fingers on one
You have to
hand
go by
was
scale.
the 3 inches, and then my other hand was just bordering this one.
Okay,
so
see,
you
I
understand
missed
that this
I
one's
missed
not being involved.
I apologize.
Okay.
Well, we're coming up to the end of the show. I want to try.
So
this.
you're done with your story now, Alan.
That was
Goodbye.
pretty much the story, though.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I know him. I've known him long enough. I know him. He my boo boo. You my boo boo.
I'm sorry, Isam. I am straight and I am taken.
He's practiced this. He has to make sure he's prepared.
I have no interest in males whatsoever.
Okay. We're gonna try this segment. I call it to word or not to word. The rules are: I'm gonna give you a word, and you're gonna tell me if it's a word or not a word. And if you get 3 out of 5 correct, I'm gonna give you a prize. I'm gonna tell you not what the prize
Is this like collectively or each person?
We can go by turns.
Okay.
We can go by turns.
If you can collect.
I have a huge list. We got this.
Yeah.
Can I call a friend?
And you've got Trevor.
Trevor
I
has
said
you.
a
You have
friend.
Hey!
Word. Proceed, sir.
I graduated.
Okay, first word.
Unlike some people in this rap.
Are you what?
What's this? Okay.
One, you're naturally older than me, so...
Barely.
You're older than me. Almost a complete year. So,
Can I start?
Yes.
I think Trevor's wanting to fight me.
Alan's the one who's talking. So.
Alan's making fun of me, thinking about this movie.
Alan was literally the last person out of these 3 to speak.
And now he was the most recent.
Okay,
And
first.
now I was the most recent.
So something about words.
Okay, to word or not to word. First word, bumbo.
So I have to say if it's a word or
Yes.
not.
Is it a word or not?
Bumbo.
Bumbo.
Bumbo. Like Dumbo, but with a B.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with or nah.
No, it is a word. It is a rum drink.
I got it right.
You said or not.
I got it right.
Nope.
Hey, you want me to keep score?
Yeah, you can keep score. I ain't got a pen.
Well, I don't think you need to keep score if my score is 0.
I mean, it's not. It's just. No, put that down.
Okay. Never mind. I'll just try
Just
and
put
keep
it.
in my
Do it
head.
in your head.
Just do this.
Do it in your head. Do I want to go? Do you want to go back and forth or?
Let's do back and forth. And this is probably something
Okay,
we should have worked out
This is
beforehand.
well. I mean, this is why we're testing it. Team effort. Okay, team effort.
Yes. And if you say yes, you have to say what you think that word means.
Wow.
I
No,
know.
that's.
What if I don't get that right? But if
Oh,
I
that
know
doesn't
it's a
matter.
word?
That's just for fun.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just-
then I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, just Bumbo is a rum drink. If you're wondering.
Well, it's not 1738, so I don't know.
Okay, Dododox.
Dododox.
Dododox. Is Dododox a word?
No.
You were correct. Dododox.
All
is
right.
not a word.
One to Trevor.
One to Trevor.
All right.
Alan.
I've literally heard you say that word before.
Dododox.
Yes, where have I heard you say that before?
Maybe when I was
I
making
no,
this list.
I think you were. I think we're talking about making up words before, and I think you've said that to me.
Probably.
Recycling old material.
Okay,
man.
Trevor. No, not
No,
Trevor.
it's Alan.
Alan.
We are the same. Proceed.
Okay. E2E.
I'm sorry. What?
E2. You want me to spell it?
Do they have to be English words?
Yes.
Because that sounds like something my brother.
These are
would
all
say.
English words. Whether they're Scottish English or English is for me to know and you to find out.
Okay.
E2E. Yes.
I'm gonna go with no because that sounds like something an Ewok would say.
Believe it or not, it is a
It's a
word.
word.
Well, I suck at this.
It is a case used to hold needles.
It sounds like freaking
I've
Utini
never
from
done
Star Wars. Utini.
That would be a Jawa. Thank you very much. Not an Ewok.
It also sounds
You
like
call yourself a
Yep,
Star
yep.
Wars fan. Okay, that's good.
Trevor, Higgler.
Hitler?
Hitler.
This is that.
Higgler. You want me to spell it
Higgler.
for you?
Higgler.
Yes.
Higgler. Higgler.
Country of origin, please.
It's English.
Definition.
I give you the definition.
Use it in a sentence.
I tried so
No!
almost
Use,
confident.
now use
I
it in a
didn't use it
sentence.
in a sentence, so we'll give it away.
Oh, that's not our fault.
I'm gonna go with it not being a word.
It is a word. Higgler means someone that travels.
It's
I call that a hermit.
I think it is another word.
Nomad.
Nomad, yeah.
This is an easy one.
Please be cat. Please be cat. Please be cat.
Kerfuffle.
Kerfuffle. I get a 50-50
That sounds like an Arabic
shot.
word.
Kerfuffle. Kerfuffle. Spell that.
KERFF. Oh wait. Yeah. FFUFLE.
So, for these words that are not words, did you attempt to spell them in a manner that
Yes.
would actually make these real?
Yes.
I'm gonna go with no.
It is a
Oh,
word.
you idiots! That was so easy.
Kerfuffle is a word.
Yeah.
Kerfuffle.
It's
You
a
know,
scene.
you
Causing
get,
a scene. You're,
get in a
you're
kerfuffle.
Yeah.
You know, you've never heard that before, really? Trevor, have you heard that?
No, and I would have said no because it sounded like it was spelled wrong.
It's a
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Why were there
It
two
sounds like it
Fs?
should be EL at the end
Yeah.
instead of LE. But
How many words have I said so far? I said
12.
I don't know. I've only been. keeping
I
track
have
of
been
scores.
given 2, so I've only got 1. So he's been given 3.
He's been given 3, so we're at 5.
So Alan can not win the prize
Alan
because he's
No,
already.
you can literally keep making up words, so you could just, throw me bound.
Onama.
Well, it's my turn.
Panama?
Onama.
Panama is a word.
Onama.
It is a
Isn't it
place.
Trevor's turn?
Yes, it is my
It's
turn.
irrelevant.
Trevor's
I
turn.
need a chance. He's already winning. What was it?
Onama.
Onama. What did I say last time? Yes or no?
Panama.
You said,
Said no.
I said no, so I'm gonna go yes.
It is not a word.
You gotta let him guess at what he thinks that word means.
What do you think Onama means?
Onama.
Well, he knows it's not real now, so you've broken the.
What do I think onama means?
What would
Because it's
onama
not a
mean?
word.
Y'all making a lot of noise. Get the fuck out of here.
I don't know.
Okay, Trevor.
It sounds like
It is my turn.
It's Trevor's turn.
I'm so
Finally.
sorry. It sounds like saying that you would something you would say during sex. Onama.
Oh my god.
That could be your new safe word. Onama. Onama. So you've gotten 0 out of 4.
4.
You've gotten 1 out of 3.
One more try. One more
1
try.
out of 2.
One more try to
No,
tie
you do
this
not
up.
get one more try.
I got this.
You got this.
I got this.
Okay.
He's winning. It's fine.
Negamuffin.
What?
Negamuffin.
No.
You are correct.
I got one. All right, Trevor, you can go.
Negamuffin is not.
I think he literally just made that up right now. It's not on
No, it's actually in my notes. I made this up.
What is it?
Muffin.
It is
Negamuffin,
not a
or
word.
what is it
It's not a word.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
not a word.
Bingle.
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 That is a word.
It is a
Like the
word.
tiger?
No, not Bengal. Bingle.
Bingo.
Bingle. I think a bingle.
Bingle. Tiger.
Is like a fancy
How do you spell
schmancy keychain.
No, it is not a fancy fancy keychain. You are correct,
How
by
do you
Oh,
spell
okay.
it?
That's the point.
BINGO.
What is it?
It's a collision.
Like the verb to collide? Like
Yeah,
to
like,
bingle?
Yeah,
Except a noun.
except a noun. It's another word for collision.
I'd rather it be a verb.
So I'm 2 for
Me and
3.
Alan
I gotta get
bingled
one
the other
more
day.
out of the next 2.
Yes. I mean, I'm probably just gonna do 10 words, and whoever has the most points wins.
Well, he's already given all 5 of
I got
his.
this. I got
Yeah,
this.
he's
No, I
done.
got this. I'm ready. I'm ready.
But you,
No, shh. He's just
Let him do this.
he's just jealous.
No,
He's
no, no.
just jealous.
Trust me. Trevor.
rules are being
I
bent.
would be giving you those extra words, man. Just if I were in charge.
Trevor.
Just want you to
You
know.
got-
Rules are being bent.
You got this. Wait. Watch this. Kinik.
I forfeit.
All right, Trevor.
Kinik, Trevor.
Can you spell it for me, please?
KINNI. KINNICK.
That sounds like a real word.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
What do you think it means?
To swim with the sharks.
No, but you are correct. It is a word. It's something that Indians used to smoke. Well, am I? Native Americans need to be PC.
Native American.
Used to smoke.
Oh.
Well, and
Smoking some
and
of
with that,
I still got another word.
yeah, fine. Jesus.
Yeah. It's going
Someone's
3 out of 4.
jealous.
Didiza.
Dick what?
Didiza.
Didiza.
Didiza. Sure.
It's a word.
Didiza.
It is not a word.
What do you think it means?
What do I think it means?
Yeah, if it's a word, what do you think it
You
means?
know what I think it means.
No, I don't. That's why I asked.
Probably butt stuff.
Yep.
Okay.
Trevor's right. You're wrong.
4 out of 5.
Nice
So
job.
you're saying it's not butt stuff?
It's not butt stuff.
You're fired.
Damn it.
Get out of here.
And with that, we end the show. Well, your prize is a high five.
Ah, damn it.
What do I get?
We'll have to get some real prizes. You
Butt stuff.
You get like the opposite of a high five.
Butt
You get like
stuff.
a punch to the stomach.
Well,
So,
we need to wrap this up. Is there anything you guys want to talk about before we close it out?
any final words?
Yeah, I gotta pee.
Cool.
80% ratio.
Current leaderboard, Trevor.
There you go.
Show off.
Winner of the first toured or not toured, Trevor Keelan.
Setting the bar high.
Yeah.
I gotta come up with new words now. Also,
I'll
more,
help you with that.
yeah, okay. From me, from Dakota, from Trevor, from Alan. This has been High Volume, Low Quality. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, all that nonsense.
Comment.
Tell us how
email,
much we blow.
visit our merch.
Pin it on Pinterest.
Pin it on Pinterest.
Carrier pigeons.
Check out our MySpace.
Tweet.
Is
Is MySpace still a thing?
Yeah.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
It's coming
not
back.
coming back,
Yep,
man.
they're going to reboot it.
It's been rebooted.
There's no
They're
way.
doing it again.
Is there anything you guys want to plug? I know you guys aren't really working.
Hair.
Hair, sure.
Cool.
Just end it. Just
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.